Good morning, world of readers. I am Book Dragon Erin, and I would like to welcome you all back to my booktube channel, where in today's video I will be reviewing Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Ugly Love is a new adult fiction contemporary romance novel, and it is a standalone. However, I do wish there was a sequel because that would be so cool, along with a movie adaptation because that would just bring even more love to Colleen Hoover and more people would be able to experience her books for themselves in movie form, so there's no losing with that. Readers who read Ugly Love also enjoyed It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I do have this book. Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. I have this book too. The Deal by Elle Kennedy, which is another book of mine. The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. I have this book as well. And The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which has been a book on my TBR list since the moment it came out. As far as the plot goes, when Tate Collins meets airline pilot Miles Archer, she knows it isn't love at first sight. They wouldn't even go so far as to call themselves friends. The only thing that Tate and Miles have in common is an undeniable mutual attraction. Once their desires are out in the open, they realize they have the perfect setup. He doesn't want love, she doesn't have time for love, so that just leaves room for sex. Their arrangement could be surprisingly seamless as long as Tate can stick to the only two rules Miles has for her. One is never ask about his past, and two is never expect a future with him. They think they can handle it, but then they realize immediately that they can't handle that at all. Hearts get infiltrated, promises get broken, rules get shattered, and love gets ugly. Moving straight along into my thoughts on this book, although the brother's best friend trope is incredibly overdone in so many cases, Colleen Hoover nails it in the best way possible. I really like Tate because she's the girl trying to find her way in the world, and I like Corbin because he supports Tate, his little sister, and I think I'm developing a crush of my own on Miles Archer because he is such an intricate, mysterious, broody character who I can't help but fall for. Besides, he's tall, dark, and handsome, and he has stunning eyes, and I can't resist that. My point is, Tate's the sister, Corbin is the brother, and Miles is the brother's best friend whom Tate falls head over heels in love with. Upon meeting Miles, Tate finds him drunk in the hallway of her brother's apartment, where she'll be living for a while. Miles cries out for Rachel, who was his first love, but readers don't know that until later. Readers also come to realize that Miles' dad fell for Rachel's mom, so they got married, and Miles and Rachel became step-siblings before hooking up themselves, with Rachel winding up pregnant with Miles' unborn son. What we do know is that Rachel is no longer in the picture, and neither is her and Miles' son. So what do you think happened to them? Something bad, because Miles is an emotional wreck over saying to Rachel, I'm sorry, Rachel, and then he goes off on a tangent. I think the step-sibling romance trope can also be added to this book, so tell me in the comments below if you agree with that as well. When I spent a day at the beach with my mom, I got halfway through reading the book, despite, unfortunately, the book getting a little bit wet, which was bad on my part, and I was already dying to know so much more about Miles' past than what was already being told. Miles' first love was Rachel, and they started seeing each other in secret. Miles' single dad married Rachel's single mom, and they moved in together. Miles and Rachel sleep together. Miles gets Rachel pregnant. In my own thoughts, I was thinking to myself, Mazel Tov! But that didn't really work out the way that everyone thought it could have ended. Anyway, Miles' dad and Rachel's mom soon elope to Las Vegas without telling anyone, Miles and Rachel included, and Miles and Rachel own up to their bedroom activities and explain the pregnancy. Miles' dad then kicks him out of the house while Rachel's mom assures her new husband that she'll take care of the problem. So, just saying right now, if you have seen some of my earlier videos that focus on teenage pregnancy, you might have heard that I disapprove of abortion, especially when the parents of the pregnant teenage girl ask her to get rid of the baby. When Rachel's mom said that she would take care of things with Rachel, I was so worried that she planned on convincing Rachel to abort her own baby. Before you worry about an abortion, Rachel did not get the abortion. She carried the baby full term and delivered a healthy baby boy whom Miles named. I was crying at this point, beyond thrilled for the happy couple. Yes, even though I knew their happiness would not last. And my heart was in my throat every single moment I was thinking, okay, what happened to Rachel and what happened to the baby? Because Miles' romance with Tate would not exist if he and Rachel were still together. So what happened? One of my thoughts on Miles Archer himself is, where can I find a Miles Archer of my own? He's ambitious, mysterious, sexy as hell, driven, accomplished, very family-oriented when it comes to the people he loves. Yes, Tate and Miles wind up together, and in the epilogue, there is a little baby girl at the end of the novel, and I am so happy that the romance worked out the way it did. And oh my gosh, there were so many plot twists that I honestly did not see coming, but I was there for every single one of them. Doesn't even matter what they were. I was ready to feel all the feelings, experience all the experiences, and just be there for everything. I was initially worried about this book not having a happy ending, but I am so glad that Colleen Hoover, the author, proved me wrong. Thank the literary gods. I hate reading books with unhappy endings, or endings that leave you wondering if everyone who deserved a happily ever after was finally at peace with a happily ever after of their own. All that aside, I got the story that I came for, and I was not left disappointed. In fact, I loved this book so much that I wish it became a movie or a whole TV show, because it would be like on the same level as The Notebook, which I actually didn't really like, but it would be on the same level of popularity and how much love it's gotten, because everyone I know has an opinion on The Notebook, and then everyone who is a fan of Colleen Hoover has read Ugly Love, or at least in my circle of friends they have. So they always say, oh my gosh, Ugly Love is on par with The Notebook, which they all love. I don't understand that part, but I am so ready to read every single one of Colleen Hoover's other books. I actually just renovated my bookshelves, and this is my dark romance shelf. The Colleen Hoover books are over here. I can't wait to devour every single one of them in maybe a week or a month. I don't know, but I am here for every single one of Colleen Hoover's books. As far as my rating, final notes, and my official review, so many reviews for this book are so highly rated. 5 out of 5 stars, 4.7 out of 5 stars, 4.5 out of 5 stars, 95% liking rating, and my rating for this book is definitely a 5 out of 5 stars, no doubt about that. Is this book one of my favorite reads of the year? Definitely. Will I recommend this book to the rest of my friends who have not read Colleen Hoover books before? Abso-freaking-lutely. My official review for this book: love can be ugly. Love can twist hearts in good ways and in bad ways. Love can be taken away, and love can be gained too. But love is never something anyone should live without. This book had me in tears and gave me all the feels, and I am honored to have read this book and loved it so much. So thank you for that, Colleen Hoover. You have a lifelong fan in me. Emotional, tear-jerking, ugly, beautiful. Those are just a few words that I would use to describe this amazing romance novel. Colleen Hoover, I swear it now, I will swear it to the day I die. You've got a fan in me for life. Anyway, that's just about it for today, so if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support, subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this, turn on that notification button to be notified when I upload brand new videos every single Sunday. Go subscribe to my second channel, Erin Rogoff Official, for movie and TV show reviews and art vlogs. So, after you do all that, Come back here, comment below what your favorite thing is about the book Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, and I will see you guys next Sunday when I upload more videos.